Manga-Waido.
I have dreams. I want to be a popular designer and design things in the city. I want things that I design to be placed in homes around the world. But I realized that dream a little too late, and I found myself working at a terrible company unrelated to my goals. I was thinking about switching jobs one day and found a job listing for beginner designers. I applied immediately, and we had a few interviews which led to... Seriously? Yeah! I passed the interviews and I took my first step towards becoming a designer.
You do the rough for A. Use the old info for the Tonmana.
The product is Kakuhan, right? Tonmana? Kakuhan?
Come on, newbie! Stop standing around and work on something!
Sorry. What should I do?
This is so annoying. Just follow that guy and learn from him.
Yes, sir! I had no experience, so I was hired as a temp employee. I was struggling just keeping up with the specialized terminology being thrown around the office. At first, I followed around a coworker and learned the ropes. After I went home, I learned things on my own and studied design. I want to be a great designer one day so I can work hard. I need to deal with this now to do great things later. While I was a temp employee, I wouldn't be able to work on my career and I wouldn't be paid much. I would slowly chip away into my savings to study. Before I knew it, 2 years had passed. I started being able to design small things, little things around the house, and I started feeling more and more accomplished with my work. Of course, it wasn't like I had no complaints at all.
Hey, Koyama! How many times do I have to tell you? This is why I don't like temp staff.
Sorry, sir.
You realize there are about 1 million other people waiting to take your spot, right? Do you want us to terminate your contract?
My immediate boss, Kumaguchi from sales. After I started working here, he always had a fight to pick with me. He's a middle-aged man who wouldn't leave me alone. Pisses me off, but I have to get work through him. This is why checking and submitting my work had to go through this guy. That was causing me daily stress.
Koyama! Company S is asking us to design. Stop standing around and work!
Yes, sir! Thank you! Company S would design little things around the house like lamps and such for a relatively cheap design. You can find their stores around the city, and they had a lot of commercials on TV as well. Our production company was pretty much built on a large corporation such as them. For them, we're just another client though.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't think you're good enough. But the client wanted us to keep costs down, so they requested you. The other designs cost extra money, so...
I understand. He didn't have to say that, but he did, just to make me feel worse. But I didn't care because I was asked by Company S to work. This was about renewing their desk furniture line. The concept was already completed. Keep the simplicity and usefulness while fixing...
It's one pen, dude. Hurry up!
No matter how I received the work or how small it was, I would put my everything into it. Every single job was an opportunity. That's why I never half-assed anything. Done! I submitted my design. A few days later, I received another work offer. Just like before, it was small things around the desk. Maybe some things around the house. They were all little projects for new Company S employees and relatively low cost. I was able to work on it because of that. Hello! Thank you for all your hard work as always! After I'd finished working on several Company S jobs, the client contact, Tanabe, showed up.
Not at all, sir. Thank you for your jobs. Sorry for the low quality of our submissions. The newbie is working on it.
I don't think they're low quality at all. If anything, our office can't get enough. So, is a Mr. Koyama around?
Sure, he's around. Hey, Koyama!
He would come by the office sometimes. I wonder what he wanted today. Maybe he had a complaint with one of my submissions. Hello, I'm Koyama. Thank you for your business. Oh no, not at all. Thank you for the colored pen design before. Changing the grip from a circular to an octahedron drastically changed the image while keeping functionality. Our whole office was so excited. Really? Thank you. I was also quite impressed by your other submissions and how they improve functionality without changing the concept. We're always open to new ideas, so we'll stay in touch. Yes, sir. Thank you. It was the first time a large corporation appreciated my work as a designer. I always made my submissions with someone just casually brushing off any suggestions, so I didn't think that I would get such praise for my work. Company S kept sending me work.
This is from Tanabe. He wants you to work on it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I think you know, but you realize he was complimenting you because he had to, right? You're just the cheaper alternative to everyone else. That's why he's ordering more from you. Don't get all high and mighty, temp.
Yes, sir. I had heard about the necessary requirements to becoming a formal employee from Kumaguchi one time. From what he told me,
it's after you actually admitted to be a proper designer. You need some work under your belt, and some companies need to be asking you specifically for designs. There is no real clear-cut requirement.
He basically kept it vague on purpose. It's probably just a little longer. It had been about half the year since Company S had kept asking for my work specifically. I would go to the company occasionally and see the large amount of new products. Some of them were posted on social media and were very popular. The cost of performance is unbeatable. Top 20 rankings! Oh hey, that's the pen I designed! Doesn't say that I designed it, but I'm glad that it's gaining traction. I think that our company is actually doing a lot of work for Company S as well. I was still somehow a temp. Hello! I would like to ask for more designs.
Hello!
We're making great sales thanks to you. Oh, Mr. Koyama! Mr. Tanabe, pleasure seeing you. Oh, Mr. Koyama, congratulations! Huh? For what? Don't act like you don't know. You're being hired as a former employee, right? What? I didn't hear anything about that. Huh? I was just being charged more for your design, so I figured that you proved your worth and they hired you. Uh-huh. I looked at Kumaguchi out of the corner of my eye and he just looked away. I'll be heading back now. Anyway, Mr. Kumaguchi, is it true that he's still a temp?
Yeah, it is.
Maybe it's out of line for someone who doesn't work here to say something about this, but you should really reconsider his value for your company. He's an incredible, valuable asset for you.
I see.
He left after leaving us with those words, and I went to Kumaguchi. I have something I'd like to discuss with you.
He had to open his mouth.
He would always say,
"You're still a rookie."
But he raised the prices of my work. Raising the prices for my work means that he accepts my value has gone up. But I haven't gone up in rank or status within the company as a designer. I was completely fed up by everything and let it all out on him. I heard from Mr. Tanabe a second ago. What is going on? Why wasn't I made aware that the fees had been increased?
That was just bad timing. We needed to give the other designers a chance at work.
Then let me change my question. When am I able to be rehired as a formal employee?
What the hell kind of attitude is that? Just because someone said some things during a sales talk, you're just a regular guy who could be replaced. I don't know how you got on Tanabe's good side, but you better calm down. You're never gonna be hired. Your contract is terminated. You're fired.
I see.
Yeah. If you want to keep your job, get back to work.
No, I'm okay with my contract being terminated. Thank you for your time.
What?
I left Kumaguchi in the dust and walked around thanking all the other coworkers. They would all say, "You really outdone yourself! Great job!" I gathered up all my stuff and was getting ready to leave the office. But then I stumbled into Mr. Tanabe, who had left earlier. Sorry to keep coming by. I just had something I wanted to discuss with you before I left.
Oh, Mr. Tanabe! Oh, you wanted to talk to Koyama? He actually just complained about his job and quit. Talk about youngsters and not having any guts, am I right?
I see.
Yes, but don't worry. We'll be able to accept any offers you have with our top designers. We'll provide better than good quality.
Oh, that's quite all right.
Huh?
I thought it was a matter of time, but if you didn't want Koyama, you should have said something sooner. We're gonna be your competition from now on.
What does that mean?
Mr. Tanabe had started explaining about a startup project within Company S that would start a new brand. So we were looking for some designers to work in-house, and I really couldn't think of anyone better suited than Mr. Koyama. But if he's not working here anymore, things are easier.
You're kidding!
Besides, I really don't like you. You talk about your valuable employees like they're trash. I just want you to know that I'm gonna put everything I can to make sure we crush you. Good luck. Anyway, Mr. Koyama. Yes, sir. Like I just said, we would love to have you on board for our new project. Would you like that? Of course. I would love to work with you all.
But
Afterwards, I started work as a former employee at Company S as a designer. I was able to work on several products that blew up in popularity. Magazines would take up my work, and my work was spreading across the industry like a wildfire. My new life was incomparable to how I lived before. The old company that I was employed at had lost a large amount of work, just like Mr. Tanabe had said. They had apparently been on the verge of going under, but Kumaguchi was fired. They were apparently able to bring it all back on track. The person who needed to be replaced the most was Kumaguchi, huh? What a great dose of karma.